First, I'm going to welcome Colleen Clinkenbeard. Yeah! I gave you first choice of seat.
Hey, I'll pick the end.
So
Much easier for everybody else.
no, you choose whatever seat you want. Next, I'm going to bring Kellan Goth. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Woo! Next, I'm going to welcome to the stage, as you can tell, I'm wearing the shirt. Oh, yeah, Josh Grelle! I'm really excited about this one, guys. I'm really excited
Josh
about this one.
Greeley.
And to go with this Josh, we have another Josh. So this is a Josh panel. So everyone put your hands together for Josh Petersdorf! Thank you guys for coming out and having a panel with us. Awesome. I'm going to hand over the mic to you guys now and let you do your thing, because math, there's 3 microphones and 5 of us. So here we go.
How's everybody doing, Supercon?
Woo! Oh, that was weak. One more.
How's everybody doing, Supercon?
Woo! There you go.
That was great.
That was better.
I feel it. I feel the energy.
This has been an amazing weekend.
Yeah.
You guys are so full of energy, so full of life, and the positivity going around these conference halls has been great. So pat yourselves on the back for a job well done.
Just get that. Just nice, friendly pat.
Nice, friendly pat.
Absolutely.
I love it. So
Do you guys want to introduce, or I feel like
introduce for people who don't
some
know.
people might be here for Josh and not know who the heck I am.
Fair
so
enough.
I'm
I'll go
gonna-
first, or you want to go
Yeah,
first?
no, do it.
I am Josh Petersdorf, the voice of Roadhog in Overwatch.
I'm Josh Greeley. Aside from a bunch of anime voice work, video game-wise, I play Xillia in Smite, Demigra in Xenoverse 2, Ludger Will Kresnik in Tales of Xillia 2. Whole bunch of really fun
Say
stuff.
that 5 times.
I know, right?
Showing up the other Josh there. I'm Kellen Goff. I'm the voice of Funtime Freddy in Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm also in Hearthstone by Blizzard, so I got a connection with you.
Boom.
And I'm also in Smite as Freaky Tiki Apois. I forget how his name is spelled. His name is spelled Apuk, but it's different in Polynesian. And other things I'm sure you don't care about.
And my name is Colleen Clinkenbeard, and I play Lilith and Tannis and Captain Scarlet in the Borderlands series of video games.
Woo!
And I'm the narrator in Smite, and I also play Arachne and another character I can't name because I can't say it.
Yep.
And then a few other people, so, you know, Walking Dead and Ghostbusters and all that fun stuff. Let's do it.
Excellent.
Get in Smite, man. Come on.
I know, right?
3 out of 4.
I bought the beta too, and like you get all the champions or the gods in the beginning.
I'll see what I can do.
See what you do.
You got the hookup here. 3 of us. We should be
I get the hookup, yeah.
I am in League of Legends as Galio, however. So got that too. Absolutely. So
That counts.
yeah.
You guys want to do questions?
Yeah, do you guys have some Q&A? Is that what we're
Q&A?
going to do? You want to line them up?
How do we do
You
this?
provide the Q, we'll provide the A.
Sweet. If you guys want to line up over here, we'll do somebody first right here on the left by the Banana Man.
And then do
Yeah.
you want to get
Oh, out of context.
Sure.
We can share?
Yeah.
I'll be the mic of
Perfect.
the mic stand. Welcome.
Hey.
We're practically best friends now. So, fun fact, I came for Josh, but like I'm also like a huge Smite player. So like me and my boyfriend are like, oh my god, that's so cool. So, question for the people who do voices in Smite: do you guys do all the voice pack voices too?
Kind of depends.
Yeah.
Like, yes. Like,
Oh, sorry. What's this rated?
I know, right?
My bad.
Like they'll send out auditions. Like even if like very recently we had some auditions for some characters that a lot of us have already voiced. Like Chris Sabat was the original voice of Zeus, but I ended up doing the voice for the Zeus rave skin, like the DJ Zeus skin. and they'll trade off every once in a while.
I'm looking up the voice of the original or however he's pronounced. But he was not me. It's funny when the new voice packs come out, usually they do a different style to it. Like the original one was sort of like a necromancer, but this guy's just like a tiki that turns things into roast pigs. So that's probably a different tone they were looking for, you know? So yeah.
I think with a game that's as ongoing as Smite is, there's a lot of shakeup that happens just to keep things fresh. So they just recently redid a lot of the tutorial module and all of that, and they called me in to do the voice of the narrator, the new narrator, and they found out in the middle of the session that I was the old narrator. They thought they were replacing.
Oh no.
They thought they were going to have to give that person bad news because they were going with a totally new voice. So it's just like without the accent and in a different tone of voice. And I was like, oh no, it's cool. I'm still getting paid.
I just wanted to give him a shout out real quick because I looked at his work before I auditioned for it. Bruce Carey was the original voice of
You have to stop saying that very glottal thing into the microphone we're sharing because I know there's phlegm all over
I'm not
this
sick
now.
though. I just got to.
Glach on your own time.
I'll talk on my own time.
Okay, and just another really quick one. Like, what do you suggest for someone who really wants to get into voice work? Like, I got casted for Vainglory not too long ago, but like, that's the like.
Congratulations.
Like, it was like it's a long time ago, and like I kind of got like shy and like dropped the gig because it would have been like my first thing, and I kind of like went through something I didn't want to do. Like, for someone that like wants to like re-enter. Or someone that just wants to start, like, where do you kind of, because I'm kind of, like, lost now.
Well,
like,
first of all, you are great and amazing. So don't be shy and believe in yourself always, okay? Number one.
Thank you.
For real.
Take chances.
Yeah.
Take chances. Make mistakes.
Number two, you know, you're gonna go through highs and lows if you want to be an actor in any kind of genre, and you do voice acting in particular. I find because you love it.
Yeah.
Because it's in your heart, and you do it because it calls out to you. You know, and the Charlotte Chung was saying last night in our panel that sometimes the roles pick you.
Yeah.
You don't pick the roles. You know, they pick you. And so maybe Vainglory wasn't your stand, but maybe you got a taste right there. So the next time your opportunity comes, believe in yourself and go all the way, because I believe in you.
Oh.
Sure.
Now on the technical
Absolutely,
side, there's this wonderful, wonderful magic man named Dee Bradley Baker.
Phenomenal.
He played Appa and Momo in Avatar: The Last Airbender, and probably every animal voice you hear that isn't Frank Welker. Yeah.
Yes.
But he created this wonderful website for just that question called iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. And it details every single thing you just asked us. So if you want something more detailed on unlimited time, that's the place to visit.
Cool. Thanks so much, guys.
Excellent.
Appreciate it.
And
I'm gonna real quick,
Colleen, please.
throw in. No, that's totally fine. If you have any voiceover workshops in the area, I recommend that not just to hone your craft, but because a lot of the people who do workshops are people who work in the industry as a professional, and so they frequently have contacts. So I don't know if it works the same here, but in Dallas, Funimation and Megatron pull a lot of our voice actors from workshops that are taught by Sonny Strait and Chris Rager and a few other people, and it's a good way to get to know somebody and have them be like, hey, this person's good, give them a chance.
Yeah, and just as kind of like the whole believing in yourself thing and like, you know, the shyness, like if it comes from a place of just like being afraid that, you know, oh, they might discover that I suck and then I'll never work again or something like that, let yourself suck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let yourself fail or like embarrass yourself or whatever. Dare to be stupid because this is one of the only jobs.
Was that a Weird Al you just did?
I did, yeah.
Show him the tattoo. Optimus.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, dare to be stupid because this is one of those industries where you can do that and it can take you so freaking far.
Yeah. You only learn by keep making mistakes. That's the only way you learn.
Cool.
Meet the Robinsons, 2007, I think.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Yeah, no
it.
problem.
Bye. Okay.
Hello, thank you guys for coming here.
Thank you.
Thank you. First off, I just want to say I love you all. I love you all. But a good friend of mine, his name is Ian Fife. He's busy at the moment. He wasn't able to make it, but he wanted to, and he just wanted to say he's a huge fan of all you guys, especially Colleen, your work, Josh. You know, guy freaking loves Roadhog. You know, but all you guys are amazing, and he loves you guys. Right, so I'm sure I'll bring him to meet you guys at your booths if you're down there. Hi, Ian. Yeah. He kind of looks like a young Matt Damon, so look out for that.
There's a lot of people who look like a young Matt Damon.
You look like a young Matt Damon.
I'll look for you too.
He'll probably punch me for that. But one question is, I'm an actor, but interested in voice acting aside from just theatrical and physical acting. Oh, thank you. So one thing I wanted to ask was, how? I mean, there's the obvious. You're working with your voice, and we don't see you. But in your performance, how different is it from, say, actual physical acting towards just relying solely on your voice? Do you get animated in the recording session? Because I hear Mark Hamill, he stands up when he does his voice. He does. Yeah. You know, so I'm wondering, what's the different process between acting in front of someone and acting, strictly on your voice to let the animation or whatever do the physical impressions? You want to go first?
Sure. Yes. Okay. So I think that depends entirely on the actor, honestly. And that's kind of a cop-out answer, but I'll say it because as a director, I get to look in the booth and see how different people act, and you can see Jason Douglas full body in there. Like, I mean, if somebody's powering up, he's powering up. I don't even know how he stays on mic. He's so involved physically. And then I am a very still actor. I was a theater actor, and I haven't done it in a while, and I've never done film, but I stay very still on the mic, and I think I attribute it to the fact that I'm watching video as I'm recording, because I move a little bit more with video game acting, because we don't have the animation to do it with, than I do with the dub, but they're moving for me. So I don't feel like I have to get physically involved. I just have to put my mind into that body. Does that make sense? Right. So I think you just find your own way. And you don't have to try to do it the way somebody else does. The only specific difference I have is that if you are putting tension in your voice, if you're trying to pull against something, it's much, much easier to do that if you are actually pulling against something. Mm-hmm. So a lot of us do the opera thing. Like you're pulling and voicing, and then that gives you the tension. So that's in my experience. Mm-hmm.
For me, absolutely, completely similar, and I piggyback everything she said. It's different strokes for different folks. With Roadhog in particular, and maybe Galio, when we do the exertions and stuff like that, I stand, personally, so I'm one of the standers, and I like to move around also, like Mr. Douglas. So I sweat like a beast inside. They got to turn the AC on, and they're like, Josh, are you all right? You know? And I'm like, I'm feeling good. You know? So I think that, physicality, as long as there's no such thing as like overacting almost in voice acting, it's almost never too much, and you will very rarely hear your director be like, tone it down, so I would say whatever you can get the best performance out of yourself. If you need to move. If you want to stand still, stand still. Yeah.
There are some people that do it sitting down, but I find standing up is better for airflow also. Yeah, like
maybe reading books on tape, you could sit down because you'd get a softer sound.
But if you're like screaming bloody murder for 4 minutes, then maybe you want to stand up. Yeah. Because that would look pretty weird sitting in a chair too. Oh, do you scream sitting down? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But what's your opinion on that?
I think you're totally right. I think it's better for breath to stand up. I sit down because my back hurts. So I'm old, but I record Luffy. All of that Luffy screaming, that's all done sitting down.
You look 35.
and I feel like also
she looks 30.
It can also depend on the character itself. Like there have been some times where depending, like if you're playing a character that's really stoic or a villain that's like just really like very subtle in what they do, a lot of times like that might warrant your physicality to like that will change your physicality. Like for me, sometimes if I'm like that exact example, if I'm playing like a stoic character, I'll just stand very still. Or if they're a military like person, I'll have my hand behind my back. It's just something physical that helps me kind of get into that mental place. Or like for Kuranosuke from Princess Jellyfish, I had 2 different stances that I would take in the booth. Like one, if he was just regular boy mode, I would just stand very casual, have my hands in my pocket, and be like, "Hey, I'm Kuranosuke, what's up?" And then when he's in drag mode, I'd lean against the wall, have my hands on my hips, and he's be like, "Oh, it's fabulous, darling! You're wonderful!" and so, like, yeah, it really, again, different strokes for different folks, but it really is just kind of a form of discovery.
Absolutely. I was talking with Michael Bell, I think, and on Transformers in G.I. Joe, all they would ever do is just stand like this. They all they would do is like the action stance, like I'm meant to be here. So yeah, the physicality does in theater it does too, but it tends to go with the character. There's also people who wave their hands all over the place, and that can be dangerous because you can bump the mic, so you have to be careful with that. But it does help, I've found, when doing crazy stuff like Funtime Freddy, for instance.
Great question. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
You have a great rest of the con.
Thanks,
You're the
man.
best.
You too. Love your jacket.
Oh, thank you. It's Daredevil. So
nice.
Thank you.
Dope. Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I mainly came for Josh and Colleen.
Thank you.
Borderlands, Overwatch, and I've seen both of you multiple times. But I will say, I'm a huge Tales fan, and I didn't realize Xillia and Vesperia are my 2 favorites.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I mean, he's a silent protagonist, so there's not a lot to know, you know? It was literally 26 hours of...
Yes, but I'm so jealous of it.
I love doing that.
Those are the best, though.
Just the...
How many ways can you sound confused? Eventually you have to.
But the one thing that I wanted to ask you guys is I do like an abridged thing on my own, a Voltron abridged with a group of my friends.
Oh, cool.
But the thing that I wanted to know is I know with like a bridge and even like anime and stuff, you sometimes do it by yourself. So do you, with video game, do you guys record audio by yourself as well? Or do you guys work with each other?
For auditions or for the actual session?
For the actual session.
For the actual session. Me personally, when we did Overwatch, we were not together, which is a true testament to the amazing casting director, Andrea Toyes. Her vision, and shout out to her, and shout out to Michael Chu, the lead writer of Overwatch, for having a creative vision that they had in their mind. They'd already grown the tree. They just needed to see the branches sprout some buds and leaves, you know? And so when we, like, for instance, we did the Junkrat Roadhog stuff, they just were telling me, like, okay, so your best friend that you always travel with, who makes all your weapons and stuff, you can't stand him, but you only keep him around because he's got the best explosives in the world, but you hate him. So he's like Ozzy Osbourne on crack. And I was like, okay. And then we would do a couple of sessions. I did one session, then I came back a week or 2 later, and they're like, oh, we heard more Junkrat because he had come in between. They're like, it's going to be great. So on that game, it was solo. But I know for others, there's great group sessions, and I meant
most of them are alone because in the technical aspect, again, it's really hard for, like... She's really interested, huh? I love her. This little Kryptonian over there. But technically, like to get the lines separately, doing them separately so they can apply them to different QuickTime events in the game, that would be really hard if two people were talking at the same time. Yeah. Now for cinematics, that's a different story because sometimes we do a thing called motion capture, where Troy Baker and Nolan North and these guys do it a lot, where they'll go on a soundstage and then they'll put a bunch of little balls on your face, phrasing, and they'll capture what you're doing as you're speaking it, so it's like a theater setting. I've never seen an ensemble setting, which is what they do for most cartoons, where they have everybody side by side in a booth for a video game, but there could be some. I could just be, ignorant to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. I'm meeting Colleen for the first time. She's like one of my idols, so it's just.
Aww.
But voice acting, also Issei, Harem King, represent. My question would have to be for every single one of you guys right here. If you could have any of your characters be in a fighting game, all of the people that you have previously been, not just counting with experience that you've had with voicing them, but also with how they would do in the battlefield, who would the character be and what would the fighting game be?
I need it one more time. I'm so sorry. I'm obsessed.
She's gonna be one more time. She's gonna be a voice actor when she grows up.
I'm totally with you this time.
I think the question was,
yes.
What was if you could put your favorite character that you voiced in a video game to fight somebody, who would it be? Your favorite character, right?
And what fighting game would it be?
Boom.
But it would only be based off of not just your favorite, but how good they would do in a fight.
And if it's night or day and what time? No, I'm
would it be 11:30 p.m.?
I'm gonna go with I'd put Roadhog in Mortal Kombat, and I'd have and I'd put him against Scorpion, okay? And we'd have a battle of the hooks, and we'd see. You know what's cool about that is I recorded a lot of World of Warcraft with Patrick Seitz, who is Scorpion. So the torch was lit from him to me. So because when we recorded it, it was like, "Do you want this like Scorpion?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, there's only one way to say it. Come here."
That's awesome.
Your voice is pretty.
My voice is rumbling. I don't book Nickelodeon or Starburst commercials.
No,
so.
I don't think so.
Taste the ring. I know. Gerber baby. Does your child need Pampers? We've got Huggies that will never leak.
I want to see you do an infomercial one day.
I know. We have this lovely diamond necklace up there. 14 carats of pure glory. I would do something like Optimus Prime, like you were doing, like hosting an auction. Like, over here we have Bumblebee's 1977.
Oh, are you allowed to say what you did?
Yes.
To talk about that?
I'm allowed to talk about that.
Say it.
I have the privilege and honor of playing Optimus Prime and Megatron at Universal Studios Hollywood for the meet and greet. We've had an amazing time granting a ton of wishes for Make-A-Wish kids, and we get to meet kids on their birthdays, and it's really special. And I know they have it out here in Orlando also. It's a little bit different. They don't have a live responses. They're pre-recorded. But we've had Frank Welker and Peter come down, and it's been an honor, So yeah.
Sorry to tangent from your question there.
Sorry, it's fine.
All right. From Drifters, Toyohisa Shimatsu that I played. I don't know what fight. I guess I'd have to put him in something like Guilty Gear. He seems like he would fit in that universe.
I think Issei would also love to be in Guilty Gear because of all the babes that are there.
Well, of course he would. I mean, any game. I mean, can you see him and Chun-Li or Cammy?
I would put Funtime Freddy in Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah.
Shut up.
And I would have him fight against Rob like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I would take Tannis from the Borderlands series, and I'd put her in Sims. Yeah. And then watch her. It is when she's in it. Watch her get into domestic disputes with all of the inanimate objects she's married.
Yelling at a table.
Yelling at a wall. That's
hilarious.
That was a brilliant answer. Great question. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
I came over for Kellen the other day.
Hey, what's up, man? Oh,
Hello.
yeah, hi.
Hi.
Show the rim of your hat. Yeah, nice. It's still there. How can I help you, my friend?
Well, this is a question for everyone.
Oh, okay.
He was so excited too.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
fine.
Yeah, we're all here.
Dreams. What you just did. like.
So my question is, if you can voice, if you can voice any Marvel or DC superhero character or villain, who would it be and why?
Can we think for a second?
Come back to us tomorrow.
Wait. Can I be a transgendered Iron Man? Can I be Iron Woman?
Yeah.
But not like a totally separate character, like I am Robert Downey Jr. later.
Oh. I like that.
This is after Pepper.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking. My mind goes to Black Bolt because I wouldn't have to do anything. But that's a bit of a cop-out, isn't it?
I'm a huge fan of Fred Tassiore, who does the Incredible Hulk.
Is it Tassiore or Tatasciore?
Tatasciore.
Tassiore.
Tassiore.
I like
Doesn't Tassiore sound
Tassiore.
Tassiore.
Spaghetti. Spagutta and marbles.
Fred is great.
Hey! Gazpacho.
Gazpacho.
Linguini. Sorry.
Mortadelo. So I would, I'm a big fan of his. That'd be a fun role, I think, to play would be the Hulk, you know?
Yeah, you'd be great as
It'd be awesome, right?
Yeah.
Just always be angry.
I'd like to give it a try as Star-Lord. Yeah, I want to do Star-Lord.
That would be a fun one.
Balls in your court, man.
I think it would be fun to play Magneto.
Wow.
That would be an honor to take over the role after Sir Ian McKellen, because we both share that name.
Brilliant. Thank you for your question.
I got a question for everyone. What's your favorite thing about voice acting? And plus, can I give you all a hug?
Sure.
Give me a hug.
Walk on down the line.
Walk on. Come on up.
Are you from the town? Is that your cosplay? You look great.
I love it. I love your tie.
Hi.
Everyone, a round of applause. Thank you. It was for you. You know what? Stuff like that right there is my favorite part about being a voice actor, and seeing the smile when you come up and you see us, and seeing everyone smile when they meet us, and hearing your great stories about how what we've been able to do has helped you in your life.
Yeah.
That's the best part, guys. I know it sounds cliche and cheesy, but we're all human beings.
Yeah.
And I'm a human just like he's a human, just like you are. And when you connect on a level with somebody, when you can see it in their eyes that they're telling you the truth, they're telling you their truth, that means a lot.
I was
Thank you.
just at on that. I was just at Kineticon, and I had a couple people tell me that like I saved them from like killing themselves.
Right. And
So I broke down crying right
Yeah.
there because it's just we
if
don't know the impact this is going to make.
And if you ever need to talk to anyone at a con, I always tell people, if you're having a panic attack, you're feeling anxious, come over to us. We'll be more than happy to talk to you.
Well,
And there's a lot of people here who will talk to you if you're feeling that bad. And don't worry, we're all here to bring everyone up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
we've been there too.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. What was the question?
We're just spewing positive euphemisms.
Oh yeah.
Favorite part about voice acting.
That is it.
I kind of noticed something with for Colin is they didn't dub Treasure Cruise with you because you'll start the game or the One Piece games, and you also left us hanging with One Piece on Toonami.
Oh.
Dude, if it were
I know,
me,
but
One Piece would still be on
are they still
Toonami.
doing part 2 or the time skip, right?
I do know there's a time skip.
Are we still doing that? With
You get it as I can talk about it.
Okay.
Fair enough, yeah. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, doing great.
All right, first things first, You. Funtime Freddy is creepy as heck. I'm sorry. No. I pointed at you. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much. That means the world to me.
Okay. Please stop.
Go ahead.
Okay. I've actually been doing voice acting on YouTube for quite some time now, but I have gotten to a difficult point right now because I've been doing YouTube for so long with so many friends, and it's so much fun doing impersonations, dubbing original characters, but it's come to the point where I feel guilty if one day I decide to go for pay, and I don't know what to do with that because I love voice acting. If I could, I would do it for free anytime because it's so much fun for me, but at the same time, I don't know. I just feel conflicted about the whole thing.
You can't. I think we're both about to say the same thing. You go.
Can't feel that way because you have to be the boss of your own brand and you have to be confident in your professionalism. So I understand that, but there's a difference between asking someone to pay you for work and them offering to pay you for work, right? So I understand maybe the conflict, correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe you're saying, oh, I have things I'm doing for people on YouTube, and I've been doing a lot of stuff, and now I've been doing a lot of work, and I kind of want some money for it. So now maybe the people I've been talking to, you're maybe trying to, that's okay. Well, something like that is okay to ask for money like that. And, you just need to be professional about it and go about it the right way and ask and be prepared to be told no, too, sometimes,
and
know.
That's
and then
the natural evolution
Yeah.
of a career, too. It's the same way if you're an architect, then when you get out of school, you're going to be working for less. And then as you gain notoriety and you gain ability and experience, and people can trust you more, and you feel more confident in your own work, and your work solidifies into something greater, you're going to be paid more. It's the same in every career, and you can't think of this in any other way. Just because it's an art form doesn't mean that it's not also a profession.
Absolutely.
Now, that's not to say that sometimes you can't throw freebies out, because you can pick and choose, but for the vast majority, you should definitely protect that.
I understand. It's just that, I'm friends with most of the people that I've been dubbing, and I just kept on thinking, whoa, this would be weird if I suddenly asked if I could get paid. But, yeah, I see. Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's ask you right now.
Hey.
All right? Are you willing to pay him for his work?
Would that be weird?
If I have the money, yes.
There you go.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? There you go, okay? So it's all about working it out. Use professionalism, Scratch my back, I scratch yours.
All right, thank you.
You got it, guys.
Do we get a commission for that one?
I want my agency fee, my 12%.
Consultation.
All right, Colleen, I remember, hopefully you remember me from 2007 at the New York Anime Festival.
Hello.
Right, and Josh, I remember you from Kenichi. That's the first role I remember you from. Josh, you're new to me, and Kellen, we have a mutual friend in the voice acting, Lily Livers.
Lily Livers.
Yeah.
Tiana Camacho. I wish she could come out here. She is a very talented actress. She just voiced Ceres in Paladins, which is also done by Okatron. Yes, she is very cool. I will let her know you said hi. She's
Right,
texting me right now.
Yeah, I remember her from her days on YouTube as Lily Livers.
Yeah,
Also
she was a ranter back then. Yeah.
Also was friends and worked with a couple of videos with one of the more popular or semi-popular YouTubers. Many of you might have heard of Random DCE.
Yeah, Random DCE.
Right. I'm friend. Yeah, I worked with him.
I don't know about your guys' backgrounds, but I came from the whole YouTube scene first. I worked first doing Smash Machinima, Brawl Machinima, way back in the day when we just filmed our screen with our smartphones and did oh yeah, I'm Meta Knight, I'm gonna beat you, Mario. Oh no, you pwned me.
Right. In my case, I've been in a couple of, I've been lucky enough to be, I've also done voiceover work myself, and I've actually been in a couple of video games that have been released and have also gotten paid for. Like, for example, the highest I've been paid so far is I am in a game called Planet Explorers.
Oh, congratulations.
And I'm actually voicing a character named Andre Barros. I got $40 out of the deal.
Congratulations.
And I was also in an English dub of a German game too, got $5 out of it.
Congrats.
But again, it sort of like comes and goes. And there's one other project. I'm not getting paid for it, but I am actually getting an NDA, and we're trying to work out some technical issues.
There's one thing both you and your friend might help you, and it's an agent.
Yeah,
Right?
I've been trying to get. The thing is, I've been trying to get an agent for a while now while I'm here in Florida, but it's sort of like a little bit complicated.
Don't be frustrated. It's a long road, and it'll be worth it when you get the right agent because they'll take care of you, and you'll be ready when you meet them because you can say, "Hey, I'm this guy from Planet Explorers. I'm this guy in the German American dub of this, and everything else."
Hybris, that was the name of it.
Cool.
And I think Hybris is on Steam. And my question to you guys is, I was originally from New York when Central Park Media and 4Kids were still around, and I wanted to start my career there, but kind of floundered. I mean, they're still dubbing Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon there in the East Coast. I moved down here to Florida since 2013, and I'm trying to figure out my options. I could go back to New York. I could go with you guys, at least two of you in Texas, to get my start in anime. Which, again, every anime is cool, isn't it, folks?
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing ever to have on your resume.
So the question would be,
I just want to know what the best options for me. You know, I go back and try to get my start in New York, and also try to bring some college mates of mine along for the whole thing, for the ride as well. Get my start in Texas, or just go all out and go to California.
you know what? You're gonna make that decision. We can't make that for you. You know, we can't make that. But you, in your life, you seem like you're a positive dude. You got the right head on your shoulders. I believe in you too, and I believe that if you keep going, you will do it. And whatever you choose will be the right way. Sorry, we have to wrap it up. We have about 12 minutes left, and I want to make sure everyone gets one question in.
If you're downstairs, I could give you my information about my voice demo.
Thank you very much. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thanks for the question.
To let you guys know, we have about 10 minutes, so
we just want to make sure we get through everyone.
everybody
So
if we can.
yeah, just keep it to one question so we can make sure we get everyone there. Yeah, boom.
First of all, intimidating characters are like super adorable to me. So can I have a hug from Roadhog?
Of course. You don't want one from Kellan? He's really intimidating. Thank you very much.
And then second of all, what was your hardest and/or favorite voice acting role?
Oh, that's like choosing a child,
Yeah.
dude. Man. But hardest?
Hardest is easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, hardest is easier. I played the goat demon in Ragnarok called Zealotus. She liked to whip things and laugh about it really loudly, and her voice sounded like this.
Ooh.
And I got cast as her at the same time that I got cast as Luffy in One Piece, and so I hated her and the person who cast me, Tyler, for quite some time. I've made up with him since then. But yeah, she was hard.
Anime. I've started doing anime recently, and unfortunately, I can't say any of the things I'm working on because they're all under NDA. But dubbing to screen is a very, very new thing for me, and I'm picking it up and stuff. But it's getting easier. But that first time when I was trying to look at the script and the screen and get past the pop filter in my face, it's difficult, but it is something that you can get past.
Yeah. If you have one.
Gatekeeper Galio for League of Legends was very vocally stressful because he's just literally a bunch of grunts and a ninth demon from hell. So.
Most recently, in terms of hard, would have been Toyohisa, again, from Drifters last season. I mean, at the time I was doing it, I was also doing Yuri on Ice, and I was doing, like 4 other shows at the same time. And most of the characters I do are kind of up in here, like kind of very young and energetic and everything. Everything Toyohisa does is down here. And Toyohisa Shimatsu of the kid, like he screams everything. Like if he was ordering a burger from McDonald's, it would be like the most important thing he's ever done in his life, and he would be shouting it at the top of his lungs.
You had that breathy delivery like Patrick Warburton.
The most annoying McDonald's
Yeah, I'd
drive-thru
like that.
person ever.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Number 1 with Chith.
Lightning.
So not long back, I was cast in a game called Beauty in the War, and that's my first major role. And I was just wondering, what was the moment when you realized that, well, this is something that it's big?
They played an Overwatch commercial before I saw Star Wars The Force Awakens, and I cried.
That's amazing.
I cried. I had tears. I cried, and spoiler alert, at the end of that movie when Han, you know what I'm saying, passed away.
We all cried at that.
We all did too. But so by that point, I was like, wrecked. I was wrecked.
When they announced that Attack on Titan was going to be on Toonami, that was huge. That's where my anime fandom started, and it was full circle.
When I got like 300 followers in an hour, and I only had like 100 to my name.
When I quit waiting tables.
Yeah.
That day.
That's fair.
That day when my manager was like, "You shouldn't work here anymore. You keep not showing up." I was like, "Yeah, you're right. This is a career. I'm out."
Great question. Thank you very much. Lightning.
How much time do we? 5? If we don't have enough time, she should. I'll let her go instead. You're sweet, but we can do both.
Yeah, ready?
Hey guys, first off, awesome to meet all of you. You guys are all amazing.
Thank you.
Your beard is majestic. So.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yes. But I figured I'd ask you guys a fun question as your second to last or somewhat question.
Yeah.
But if you guys could mix match your favorite of each other's people that you voice, who would it be? So it's like if you choose each other's characters to voice.
Who would we want to voice of? Okay, I would want to voice Roadhog.
Yeah. Right on.
Someone's trying to get punched in the face.
I want to do Young line.
Yeah. Oh, you want to do Funtime Freddy?
I want to do. I want to do Funtime Freddy, and I'd love to do Luffy too.
Do Luffy.
Yeah, hi.
That was high.
Everybody wants the Roadhog voice. Oh my God.
Yeah, I would do Roadhog.
Roadhog.
Though I guess I could do like a Five Night. You could do a Harvey Firestein for sure.
I definitely could, Daniel.
I think I would make an awesome Roadhog.
You would make an amazing Roadhog. Yeah.
Next.
All right,
I'm gonna skip it.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you. Have an awesome day. All right.
Great question. Lightning round.
Woo! Hello, Miss Pope.
Hi. Okay. Thank you. My question is for all of you guys. And, well, I know anime and video games and all of that stuff has just had such a hugely positive impact on my life. Like, it's just gotten me through so many hard things. And I kind of see a lot of my personality comes from different characters, like especially in One Piece. I see a lot of my positivity now is fueled by Luffy. And I see, Yuri on Ice and stuff. I just see a lot of my personality coming from video games and anime, and it's just so great. So I wanted to ask you guys, are there any specific characters that any of you have impacted you in some sort of way, or that you see your personality as kind of
Can I say, I don't know that you know yourself, but I don't know that it's that you're taking personality traits from them so much as really good art imitates life, and they have reality to you because they echo something in you. So I think saying that you take those personalities from them kind of diminishes you in a way, and I think it's just that you're seeing awesome parts of you reflected on television, and that's how we and that's how we feel when we play those characters, and we feel parts of us in them too. It just feels like I get to put this of myself in them because it's what's going to make it feel realistic.
I can't top that.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, we only have about 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half, so this is probably going to be our last question. I'm really, really sorry. But they're going to be at their table. Are you guys coming back to your table tonight?
Yes.
Yeah. You're going to be at their table, so come by, say hi, ask your questions, buy some stuff, do the thing. But yeah, this is going to be our last question because we just ran out of time.
Apologies for that, but I'd be more than happy to talk to all of you.
So sorry, but go by their table. Seriously.
Yeah. The last question.
My question is, how do you choose what voice or variation of a voice would work best for a character?
It's a great question. with Roadhog and Maxwell Tyrosis, who are very different. Roadhog is like a deep-throated kind of character, very throaty, you know, and Maxwell Tyrosis is very brave. He kind of resonates bravado. So building Roadhog for me was like, we always kind of start with like your audition and one of the first couple lines that you were probably auditioned for, and then you build off that. So the first line for Roadhog was, "I'm a one-man apocalypse." And after that, it was like, all right, so he's going to sound apocalypse and say stuff like that. And he's going to say, I'm, turns into the I, you know, and it was like, we're building already. It's like Legos, you know. And once you get to that point in the studio with your talent, you're able to do that.
I'll just say the story of Freddy real quick. I had 2 hours of sleep, woke up, my friend told me that there was this audition for this thing that looked cool for me. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I get out of bed and my mic is right next to my bed, and it's like, okay, this is like something that your parents would not want to leave their kids alone with, but the kids love it. So I thought Chuck E. Cheese, blown up to 10. So I screamed into the mic with the rest of my energy. I'm like, hey, they're going like that. And I fell asleep there. I woke up and they got it. So in the moment of all of it, it just sort of comes to us sometimes, really.
Yeah, very much that. Like it comes. I say, part of it comes from the actor, and like especially if you have the freedom in the project to be able to really play around with different voices, and the other part of it will come from the director, whoever it is you're working with. It'll be like they'll kind of guide you along to like what they think it should sound like, or something that they have in their idea that will sound good for the ensemble. But yeah, a lot of it is another form of discovery.
Yeah, we all see representations of these characters in our real lives, and so we get bits and pieces from those. And then a big part of it is just watching the physicality or the image of the person that you're auditioning for, and seeing what you think of that. I think with guys there's the big chesty guys who like,
yes,
it's their chests are out, so that's where you put your voice. And with women, you can tell if they are a little bit meek, that their voice might be a little bit more up in their nose because they just look like they might have that. And you just you think of the physicality of it and then put your voice where that belongs.
Okay.
Thank you
Thanks,
to everyone.
you guys. We'll see you at our
All right,
tables.
everyone. Give a big, big round of applause.